And good morning. Welcome to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating here on Outlaw Country AM 1400. I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, and thank you for joining us this morning, a special race day edition of Laptime Live, as tonight it's the second round of the third annual IMCA Winter Nationals, the best of the best from across the country, competing in the IMCA Modifieds, the IMCA Northern Sport Mods, and the IMCA Hobby Stocks. One night of racing in the books so far, with action set again for tonight, and of course next Friday and Saturday as well. Round number 2 of the third annual IMCA Winter Nationals tonight, racing at 7, main gates open this afternoon at 4 p.m. at the Diamond in the Desert. Lots to talk about on this morning's race day edition of Laptime Live, and a couple of very special guests joining us in studio this morning. Tonganoxie, Kansas, Ben Cates, driver of the 23K IMCA Northern Sport Mod and your Sport Mod feature event winner last night. He is set to join us this morning, along with Randy Hoeft from N2 Photographics and the Yuma Sun for some race analysis. All coming up on this edition of Laptime Live. Randy and Ben will be joining us in just a few minutes. First this morning, we recap last night's round number 1 action at the Winter Nationals, where in the IMCA Modifieds, Osceola, Nebraska's Dylan Smith, driving the number 95, put on an absolute show of skill in terms of how to navigate his way through lap traffic as Smith drove off to the modified feature win last night. Starting from row number 2, Smith worked his way into the lead on lap number 7 after stalking early race leader Kent Rosevear in his Yuma-based number 6K machine. Smith getting underneath Rosevear and into the lead. Tucson's R.C. Whitwell, driving the number 96T, moved into second a lap later, and then the chase was on as both drivers worked their way through lap traffic, high and low, in navigating. Whitwell worked hard to stay close, but Smith was slowly able to pull away towards the end. Meanwhile, it was Underwood, North Dakota's Marlon Seidler in the number 7 taking the third position, with Green River, Wyoming's Justin Yeager driving the number 33Y in the 4th position, and Chandler's Ricky Thornton Jr. driving the 5M, rounding out your top 5 in a race that ran fully green from beginning to end. Thornton Jr., by the way, had raced his way into the feature from out of one of the 2B features. He captured that top 5 finish after starting inside a row number 8. Big move around the evening, picking up 10 positions. As noted at the top of the program, it was Tonganoxie, Kansas, Ben Cates driving the 23K machine who got out front and stayed out front in motoring off to the IMCA Northern Sport Modified feature. Yuma's Timmy Reese in the number 38 and Yuma's Miles Morris in the number 3, both applying pressure at times, but Cates answered each challenge in getting to the checkers first. Reese finished in the number 2 spot with Holtville's Chris Toth in the 57 CT and Yuma's Josh Wood in the J11, Imperial's Keith Smith in the number 88, rounding out the top 5. And first last night at Cocopah Speedway, as the Napa Auto Parts IMCA Hobby Stocks were parts of Brock Beater in the 48X getting to the lead on lap number 2 and never looking back as he drove off to the feature win. Beater coming again to Cocopah Speedway from out of Minot, North Dakota. Brad King, a teammate from out of Fairbanks, Alaska, by way of North Dakota, driving the number 43. He ran a strong second with Leonard Manos in the 48 car from out of El Cajon, finishing in the 3rd spot. Brent Wofford in the number 27 and Jason Beshears in the number 64 rounded out the top 5. The Winter Nationals at Cocopah Speedway also represent the final 4 races in the IMCA Winter Challenge Series, a total of 10 dates in all. The first 6 of which were run in Phoenix. The series champion, of course, to be crowned here in Yuma during the second weekend of Winter Nationals action. Again, that coming next Friday and Saturday. 7 series races now in the books. 4 drivers into victory lane so far in the ranks of the modifieds. Peoria's Jason Knoll with the series opener at Canyon. Chandler's Ricky Thornton Jr. taking 4 straight. And then Glenwood, Iowa's Jesse Sobbing in the 99 taking the Phoenix finale. Smith, of course, into victory lane last night at Cocopah Speedway, which brings us up to date on the Winter Challenge so far. Updated standings on the challenge expected out later today, where it's likely that Thornton Jr. will remain the series leader. A couple of special guests getting set to join us in studio this morning as Ben Cates, driver of the Tonganoxie, Kansas-based 23K IMCA Sport Modified, joins us, along with Randy Hoeft from N2 Photographics and the Yuma Sun, here on Racing Radio, Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 1-hour air conditioning and heating.
Bigger and better savings. That's what you'll find each and every day at Food City. This week, you'll save on
Powerade, big 32-ounce bottles, 79 cents each. Lay's potato chips or Cheetos, just $1.99 a bag when 3 are purchased in a single transaction. Kellogg cereals, $2.49 a box. And Mazola cooking oil, just $2.49.
Thank you for shopping and saving at Food City, the store with low prices when you need them.
Get ready! The 3rd annual IMCA Winter Nationals are coming to Cocopah Speedway. 4 nights of racing, Friday and Saturday, this weekend and next. The best of the best from across the country in crown-pounding action at the Diamond in the Desert. Enjoy an ice-cold beer, great food, Coca-Cola family seating, and free parking. Thrill to war on wheels as racing begins at 7 p.m. The IMCA Winter Nationals at Cocopah Speedway. Visit CocopahSpeedway.com for details and online ticketing.
Hi, Daddy, it's me. Mommy told me, a little birdie told me that Mom would love a gift certificate from Jennifer Blackwell Photography for Valentine's Day. You know how she complains that you never like to have your picture taken? This would be a great way to show her you love her. And Jennifer can take our family photos. You can even save 25% off a gift certificate if you buy before February 10th. I'll even dial the number for you, Daddy. 446-5803. That's 446-5803. Or you can visit Jennifer Blackwell Photography on Facebook. You'll score big points with your special lady this Valentine's Day. Jennifer Blackwell Photography, voted Yuma's best since 2009.
To get this 25% off special, visit our website at JenniferBlackwellPhotography.com. Click on the Specials tab at the top of the website. Offer ends February 10th. That's JenniferBlackwellPhotography.com.
Yeah, that's right. You're looking at him. Phineas Clinton, last of the Clinton gang. The cells at the Yuma Territorial Prison are now filled with the haunting voices of its infamous prisoners.
But people know me here as Three-Fingered Jack.
Come visit the Yuma Territorial Prison State Park and experience history come alive. I don't like you, this prison, or anyone in this prison. Open daily 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I'll never get out of this place here alive. It's so damn hot.
They're waiting for you.
What's going on in Yuma? Giddy Up. In case you don't know, Giddy Up is located at the corner of 24th Street and Avenue C. Open at 4 p.m. daily with daily drink specials. Giddy Up has pool tables, ping pong tables, an outdoor patio, and live music tonight with the country sounds of Knucklebone. Enjoy the sounds of Knucklebone while you're enjoying $2 wells starting at 9 p.m. tonight. It's going to be fun. That's a Giddy Up on the corner of 24th Street and Avenue C. Giddy Up. You know you want some.
You're listening to Racing Radio with Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1-hour air conditioning and heating here on Outlaw Country AM 1400. Once again, I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, looking ahead today to the 3rd annual IMCA Winter Nationals. 3 nights of racing to go, and we are ready to go hammer down again tonight, as well as next Friday and Saturday to finish it all out. And joining us in studio now from Tonganoxie, Kansas, Ben Cates, driver of the number 23 IMCA Northern Sport Mod and your feature event winner from last night at the Diamond in the Desert. Also joining us this morning, Randy Hoeft from N2 Photographics and the Yuma Sun. And good morning to both of you, gentlemen.
Good morning there. How you doing?
Morning, Mikey.
Hey, Randy. Hey, Ben. Glad to have you both on board with us this morning here on Laptime Live. Ben, want to start off with you dominant in your heat race last night at Cocopah Speedway. A little bit closer in the feature event, but you got out front and pretty much stayed out front both times.
Yeah, I got lucky there. We got pretty fortunate. Got to start out pretty close to the front in the heat and the feature, so that helped us out quite a bit.
For listeners here in the Yuma area who may not be real familiar with you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got your start in racing, and what's brought you to this point?
Yeah, I'm 18 now, and I started when I was 14, just traveling around home there a little bit in the Midwest, Kansas City. And then 2 years ago, we really started picking it up and traveling around. Last year, we came out here for the Winter Nationals. We went to Las Vegas last year, and then we went to Las Vegas this past year as well. Went to Pahrump Valley Speedway out here. So we've had a few races out here, not a whole lot, but really just trying to travel around and race with as many people as we can to get some experience.
Hailing from out of the Midwest, obviously you're in a position to get lots of track time at a variety of places.
Yeah, actually, as you said, we live in Kansas City, but we travel up to Boone in the summertime, Boone, Iowa, and because up there you can race 4 or 5 nights a week on any given week in the summertime. So, I mean, you can get anywhere from 90 to 100 nights in if you'd like.
Now, you made it into Victory Lane at the Winter Nationals last year at Cocopah Speedway, and, of course, you took the feature event win last night. Were there things that you brought out of the 2013 experience that are helping you in the 2014 go-round?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, once you're at a track and you have some success, you don't forget it. I mean, you remember how to drive it and stuff like that, setup-wise, with the car. I mean, you just remember all that stuff, take notes, all that good stuff, so...
Randy, you want to hop in here with a question for Ben?
I'm just amazed you can pronounce where his hometown is from.
Tonganoxie, Kansas, yes.
It also amazed me that when Ben was here last year, he was only 17. And this guy drives like a seasoned veteran. I mean, this cat's smooth. I mean, he's very, very good. Timmy Reese gave him his best shot last night, and Ben just pulled away. It was impressive. He's good.
Thank you.
I want to know when he's going to jump to the A mods. What I want to know.
Well, we're running for national points in the sport mods this year, and we'll know by about June or July if we're going to have a shot at that or not. And if not, then we got a USRA A mod that we're getting built right now, and we're going to jump in that here at the end of the year.
So the priority for the year will be sport modifieds, but where the full-blown A mods can come into play, then those are opportunities you
Absolutely,
want to take.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about the race action that we saw last night at Cocopah Speedway. Starting off in the modifieds, Randy, we saw an absolute clinic put on by Dylan Smith in terms of how to navigate lap traffic.
Dylan never ceases to amaze me. He hadn't won a main in the Nationals till last night. But the guy's always smooth, very calculated. He's always ready to go, and I think he just he put on a class last night. He schooled everybody. I mean, and no disrespect to anybody who challenged him, but he was the class of the field last night. There's no doubt about that. He's good. He's fast. He's smooth. He's smart. You mentioned that the way he went through lap traffic, just like butter and a knife going through soft butter. I mean, it was very, very, very cool to watch him. R.C. Whitwell, I didn't even know there was R.C. in that car until after the race was over. R.C. gave him just like Timmy Reese challenged Ben here. R.C. gave him a good shot. The part I was amazed with, or not amazed with, but entertained with, is Marlon Seidler. That man's old. He's old.
But
he ran third.
Display, yes.
He ran third. That cat is good, I tell you what. Anyway.
Well, looking forward to action tonight. I'll go back to last night again to preface this question for you, but a couple of the Yuma-based cars in the A-modifieds showed some serious strength last night.
I think I have to speak for everybody. You've got to admit, Kent Rosevear, there were a lot of jaws that dropped when that race started, and he took off and he led it for I don't know how many laps he led, and I don't know what happened to him at the end. I heard him say he commented when he walked past me that he just couldn't get any good luck or something. I don't know what happened to him mechanically, but he was up front. Dylan got him, and then I think R.C. got around him too. It was a 3-car race there for a while. Very, very impressive on Kent's part. Other than that, I really don't know if I really want to mention anybody else local. But
Lance Murray obviously not having the run he would have hoped for last night. Never really a factor from the get-go. In fact, not even into the A feature.
That was a major surprise. Not to see Lance in there. His dad made it in there, but Lance didn't make it. Bobby Horton ran 13th. Keith Tabor was in there. Keith Tabor's like consistently always in the A mains and then in the modified nationals. I got to tell you,
he has done a good job of getting his car into the big show.
Yep. Another surprise, and I know that he made it into the A main, and he did pretty well, is Ricky Thornton, for a guy who kicked butt basically out of 4 out of 6 features at Kangen. And to basically struggled all night till he got to the A main. He wanted to be his B main, but in the A main he came back to finish 5th. That surprised me that he didn't run stronger because he's been here before. He knows this track.
And we will see how it plays out tonight.
Yes, and the other thing was Jesse Sobbing. This cat was 3 for 3 last year, and he struggled. He struggled all night. He finished 8th in the AMA, but he struggled, and I don't know if he's going to have that dialed in or figure that out tonight. Maybe we'll see a whole different Jesse Sobbing. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to watch.
We saw him go through a little string of bad luck over at the Canyon portion of the Winter Challenge Series, but he's certainly a master of making on-the-fly adjustments, and we'll see again how that plays out tonight. Yeah. We are talking with Randy Hoeft from N2 Photographics and the Yuma Sun, and Ben Cates, the driver of the Tonganoxie, Kansas-based 23K IMCA Northern Sport Mod, here on Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. We'll continue our conversation in just a moment.
Welcome to the Year of Freedom with Clear Talk Wireless, where we all stand up together and say no to restrictions to your wireless plan. No contracts, no data caps, no limitations, ever. And Clear Talk always gives you the freedom to flash your current phone so you can keep it. That's the freedom of Clear Talk Wireless, and it's enough to make you feel as free as a panda. You know, because pandas don't wear pants.
Discover the value of freedom with Clear Talk. Get 4 lines of truly unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month per line on Clear Talk's nationwide network.
Clear Talk. More value, more freedom. More at ClearTalkWireless.com.
The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life will be at Desert Sun Stadium on April 26th and 27th. Hi, I'm Rebecca Larson, the event chair. I invite you to get your teams together or join a team soon, as the deadline is fast approaching. The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life is an overnight experience you'll never forget. So we walk all night because cancer never sleeps. Last year, over 2,000 participants from 130 teams raised $250,000 to help find a cure for cancer. They made our Yuma, Arizona relay the biggest in the state of Arizona and New Mexico. Over 3,000 survivors came to our events, where we celebrated survivors, remembered our loved ones that we have lost, and fought back to raise funds to find a cure for cancer. For more information, visit our website at www.relayforlife.org/YumaAZ to get started today. That's relayforlife.org/YumaAZ.
Yuma Investment Group Wealth Management will be hosting a free educational seminar Wednesday, February 12th at 6 p.m. at the Yuma County Main Library. They will be explaining how to prepare your retirement plan to be rollover ready, whether you're retiring this year or in the next 5 years. They will also provide you with a rollover ready checklist to make sure you're prepared for retirement. Call 329-1700 to reserve your spot today. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
What exactly is a public nuisance? Well, that may differ a little from person to person. Some people might say it's a front yard full of weeds 3 feet high. Some people might see 3 feet weeds and think, what a beautiful expression of Mother Nature. Some people might say it's a 74 burnt orange Mercury Bobcat on blocks in a driveway with visible rust and a back fender that's only this much off the ground. Some might see that Bobcat and think, what an interesting weekend hobby that person has. All right, so there's differences of opinion. But when you absolutely, positively can't stand the sight of something 1 minute longer, such as excessive storage of junk or a housing code violation, or you're concerned there's a condition that could spread over to your property, then it might be time for a call to the Public Nuisance Hotline, also known as the Anti-Ugly Ordinance Hotline. That number is 373-4515. 373-4515. Call it, and we'll have one of our code enforcement officers check it out. 373-4515. The City of Yuma Anti-Ugly Ordinance Hotline. 373-4515.
There's something for everyone at Cocopah Casino. Come play our new slots, see our renovated bingo room, and the best table games around. New Cash Club members get up to $100 in free play. 55-plus bonus days on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Tuesday and Wednesday are 3 times the points from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Join us for Hot 100 every Wednesday. Lucky 9 patrons will win $100 in free play from noon to 9 p.m. And players enjoy dollar drinks all day, every day, while playing. There's something for everyone at Cocopah Casino. Live the rush.
It's Racing Radio here on Outlaw Country AM 1400. Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. And we resume our conversation now with Ben Cates, driver of the number 23K IMCA Northern Sport Mod, and Randy Hoeft from N2 Photographics and the Yuma Sun. And Ben, wanted to come back to you. Started your racing career in 2009, as you noted earlier, and have traveled throughout the country. With that basis of reference, what are your impressions of the racing at Cocopah Speedway?
The people here, compared to a lot of other places, everybody's nice here. Like Ty Rogers and Heather Smithberg, they're letting us borrow their truck. I mean, you just run into so many good people out here. It's great.
In addition to the friendships that you're developing out here in the Yuma area, can you speak to the track itself, the facility itself?
The facility is awesome. Like I was just telling you guys on that break, the fans you guys had at that race last night, it was unbelievable. Track's always smooth. I've never seen it rough. It's slick, gets slick, which is what I like. So everything about it's just great.
Kind of lets driver come to the fore a little bit.
Exactly.
With that type of racetrack.
Exactly. I mean, when it's heavy, you just hold it to the floor and hope like heck you can hold on. And then when it gets slick, you really got to use your right foot and use your left foot and be smart about it. So.
Yeah, also during that break, Ben was telling us how he's going to change the gear in his car tonight because he's going to go a little faster than he was going last night. That's a little scary.
Yeah, definite rocket ship last night at Cocopah Speedway. Beyond the modifieds, you talked earlier about wanting to move more into the A-mods throughout the season. Again, the focus, of course, on sport mods, but beyond a potential move into the A-modifieds, are there further goals out there for you?
I mean, I like to leave my eyes set on what I'm doing at the time. Like, I'm just going to stay really focused on the sport mod deal right now because that's what we're doing, and then when we eventually do get into the A-mod, I'll just stay focused on that, and something else comes up, then we'll see what we can do.
I know family has to play a big part in allowing you to do this. You've got your dad, Joey Cates, in with us this morning. Hello, Joey. Thanks for joining us in the studio this morning. Can you talk about the family involvement and letting you do what you do?
Yeah, it's a total family deal. I mean, my brother back home, he's in college right now, going to K-State. I know he wishes he could be here. I wish he could be too. My Uncle Tim and Grandpa was on another radio deal this morning, and they were listening to it. Everybody just helps me out. Family's great, so it's a total family deal for us.
Randy, want to come back to you for a second as we're kind of hopping around a little bit this morning. Want to talk hobby stocks for a moment, the IMCA hobby stocks, making their debut in Winter Nationals competition at Cocopah Speedway. And this, of course, the first year for the IMCA hobby stocks. Brock Beater taking the feature win last night. And, you know, really, really cool to see some of the out-of-town cars in for that event because I think it was a wonderful demonstration of what that class is going to grow into here.
That was very impressive. Down in the infield, Jared White, David White's son, was one of the firemen last night, and after Brock Beater put a beating on everybody else, he walked over and he said, "That was amazing." I said, "Yeah, especially I think he lapped everybody but the third place car, if I'm not mistaken, in that feature event." These guys have it dialed in. This is potentially what the hobby stock division can be, and I think our guys have already seen that, and they're going to pick up their game and hopefully raise it to that level too. And I believe they will. They're excited about that. About Brock Beater, he's from Minot, North Dakota, and I asked him afterwards where he was last year, and he said he went to Daytona Beach to watch the Daytona 500, which was fine and dandy, but it was he has more fun racing than he does watching the racing, so that's why they decided to come here this year. So
was definitely going to say more fun to be on the racetrack.
Absolutely. Plus, I asked him what the weather was like in Minot. I think he said something like 25 below and 30 below wind factor or wind chill factor, something like that. So that was a dumb question of why he was here, but anyway. So,
Ben, one special moment for you that stands out from the several years you've been racing?
There's a lot. Probably the first time I ever made the Super Nationals. It was probably it was a big deal. I was 15 at the time, so it really stood out to me. It felt good.
15 years old and running in the Super Nationals, that says a lot.
Yeah, it felt good. It was our second time going out there. Went out there when I was 14, and went out there in 15 and made a show. It felt pretty good.
Any thank yous we can pass along for you this morning, Ben?
My family, everyone there, and then Weir's Machine, Rivers Jet Scrap Management, Lucas Oil, iBox Springs, JRI Shocks, Metcalf Auto Plaza, and Pork Chop Platoon.
Ben, we thank you for joining us this morning here on Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live. And final word to Randy Hoeft this morning. I know you and I, Randy, kind of hesitate in making specific predictions, but I think we again can agree tonight is going to be exciting.
Hard to believe it. It's going to be better tonight than it was last night. That A-Mod group is going to be a thrill to watch. Dylan's going to have his act together. RC's going to come back harder. RC Whitwell, I mean. The old man, Marlon Sealer, he's going to be looking for blood tonight. Justin Yeager looked awfully strong. Ricky Thornton, Ryan Roth, Tim Ward, Jesse Sobbing. I mean, it's a who's who of the best modified guys in the country. You got Scott Drake in there, and you got our local guys. I want to see. I don't know what. Like I said, I don't know what happened to Kent Rosebeer. I hope he's got his car fixed and ready to rock and roll tonight, because he will make some noise. Bobby Horton. I hope Lance Maury has his stuff back together, because he's always strong at this track. That was very surprising what happened last night with him. I don't know what else to say. I mean, if you are not at Cocopah Speedway tonight, you are missing one heck of a show. That's all I got to say. And that does not just the A-mods. I mean, Ben Cates is worth the price of a ticket to come and watch race. This cat is good. I mean, he's 18. Before the show started, there was a thing about the anniversary of the Beatles were coming to America, whatever it was. Ben doesn't even know who the Beatles are.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, with that, we bottom line things right there. May not know who the Beatles are, but knows his way around a racetrack, and that is what counts. Ben and Randy, thank you both this morning.
Thank you.
Hey, the Winter Nationals ongoing out at Cocopah Speedway, just one of the many exciting happenings around the complex of facilities that includes the Speedway and Cocopah Casino. On the phone to tell us more about those activities. Good morning to you, Anna Corpus.
Good morning, Speedway fans. Tonight at Cocopah Casino, Straight Up will be performing all of your favorite hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. That's taking place inside the River Room, and best of all, there's no cover charge, but you do have to be 21 years old or older to enter. And while you're there, don't forget to earn your Plinko points. Plinko drawings are every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday between 7 and 10 p.m. from now until March 1st, and there's one winner every hour. Now, to enter, you must have a cash club card, and you'll receive one entry for every 20 points earned per day, and there's no limit on points per day. And if you've always wanted to learn to golf, here's your chance. Arizona Western College is offering beginner golf lessons at Rio. The 4-week sessions are only $48. For more information, call AWC at 317-7674. The first session begins Monday. Rio is located at 220 North Marshall Loop in Somerton. Also on Monday at Cocopah Bend RV and Golf Resort, stop by the craft fair inside the ballroom. It starts at 8 a.m. Find unique handmade pieces, and while you're there, step into the 19th hole restaurant or continue shopping at the newly expanded gift shop. Cocopah Bend is located at 680 Strand Avenue, which is off 1st Street in Yuma. And there's always a lot going on at Cocopah Enterprises. You can keep up to date by liking their Facebook pages. I want to wish everyone good luck tonight.
Thank you very much, Anna, and we will look forward to hearing from you again next week. Reminder, the shuttle buses between Cocopah Casino and Cocopah Speedway set to be running again tonight. A great way to make a day of it by parking across the street at Cocopah Casino, maybe enjoying dinner and a drink before taking the shuttle on over to the racetrack. Hey, remember, there's a world of information at your fingertips on the World Wide Web. You can visit Cocopah.com, CocopahResort.com, and, of course, CocopahSpeedway.com for all you need to know about the 3rd Annual IMCA Winter Nationals. And remember that option for online ticketing available as well. So much happening, so much to look forward to. The 3rd Annual IMCA Winter Nationals continuing tonight at the Diamond in the Desert Cocopah Speedway. Special event gate opening time of 4 p.m. with racing set for 7 o'clock. You can get tickets online again at CocopahSpeedway.com or select Yuma area Napa Auto Parts stores and at the Cocopah Casino gift shop. Our thanks once again to Ben Cates and to Randy Hoeft for taking time out of a very busy race weekend to talk with us this morning. You have been listening to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. We'll be back with more next Saturday morning, 11 a.m. here on Outlaw Country AM 1400.